My name is Dowling, born and raised in Northern Beaches. 6'5", I'd say I'm a shooter, trying to work on being a better downhill finisher and creator. And I went to Saint Augustine College for my freshman year, and I'm transferring to Southern Maine. My biggest setback would definitely be end of 2021, going to my senior year or year 12. I suffered a lisfranc in a preseason game. That year was meant to be like my biggest jump as a player, like development-wise. I was meant to be like the leading player on the team for a school that wins every year in our comp, so there was a lot of pressure, and I missed the whole year. And then trialed for youth league next year, and all the coaches thought I was done. I wasn't going to be able to come back, same player, and that was by far my biggest setback. And overcoming that was a big moment for me. So coming out of high school, had no real offers, had no real people reaching out to me. So my brother went to a prep academy the year I was in year 12, and he had a pretty good year, and he got a scholarship off that. So I kind of did the exact same thing. I went to that prep academy and played there, did the whole year, did like workouts and visits for schools, had some really good ones that didn't work out, and over that long journey, I finally found Saint Augustine and got the scholarship, and then, yeah, I went there. I think the engagement of the whole school and how I feel like in Australia, if you told a random person that there's like university basketball, they'd be surprised because no one knows about it, no one really is interested in it. Whereas like for my freshman year, our games were always packed out. Like everyone was there, everyone cared. Every single game mattered, and there's a bunch of games to play in, and it's just a super exciting environment to be around. And there's so much pride and joy in playing for your school and winning for your school. I decided to transfer because I believed I wanted to get more playing time and a better fit, and I didn't think I was going to have it at this school. And it was a super hard decision because I loved the school I was at, made great friends for life, off and on the court, loved the environment there, but I was there to play basketball, and I didn't really have a role in my freshman year, and I didn't really see myself having another role or a bigger role for my sophomore year. So I decided to hit the portal and try and find a better and bigger role for myself for next year. I have a variety of players. I don't really have one main player I look up to. For myself, I kind of look for players with unique like stories and attributes that like kind of give me motivation of like, as a someone who's not 6'8" LeBron James, like some motivation. Players like Jalen Brunson, who's like a 6'1" guard, one of the best players in the NBA. Donovan Mitchell, like another 6'1" guard, dominates the NBA. Players like Max Strus, Duncan Robinson, players who went through really weird journeys to get to the NBA. Like they went D3, then they went to D1, and then they went to the NBA, and they're both super successful. Players just like that, going weird journeys, people who made it the unconventional route and had unconventional skills and turned it into a power. I think the two biggest things for me is thinking about the good days, thinking about like awards I've won, best games I've had, like certain things like that to remind myself like, this is why I keep going, these are the moments that I want to keep reliving. And then also just the major obstacles I've overcame, like in like my youth years, like not making teams for a couple of years, being put in like the second team and having to fight my way up. And then also just overcoming like my lisfranc injury. Like that's gonna be the worst obstacle I've had. And all these little bad days is nothing compared to not being able to walk for 5 months and coaches telling me I wasn't gonna be able to play at a high level again. I'd say Curry at the 1, I'd say Jordan at the 2, LeBron at the 3, Duncan at the 4, and Hakeem at the 5. AET's been in my life since I can remember, since basically year 7. Jimmy was my coach from basically year 7, and I've been with AET since year 8, so like 6, 7, 8 years now. And that's the period of my life where if you put where I've grown the most as a player and where AET's been in my life, it goes hand in hand. Like, I don't know where I'd be without AET and all the development I've gotten from the program.